Hey, how's it going? Today I'm talking about tips for knee pain. This is Running to the Castle, a podcast for injury-prone Run Disney runners on a journey to running magical miles. Join me, Dr. Allie, as I share the secrets I've gathered as a runner, doctor of physical therapy, and coach. You'll learn the exact ways I get my clients to the castle strong without feeling broken or held together with KT tape as they cross the finish line. So the scenario is, this came to me, someone in the DM said, I have brand new knee pain. I had knee pain on Monday after my run. I felt better on Tuesday, so I went for a run on Wednesday, and the pain is back. And what should I do about the pain? And I get this question often, especially in this scenario. The pain is new, but now it's coming and going. It hurts when I run. It feels better when I rest. What should I do? And so this is the best time to take care of the pain now because it's intermittent. When pain, oftentimes my clients will have ongoing, unrelenting pain that is just getting worse and worse and worse. And it's been going on for a while. And it started out coming and going, coming and going. And because it was coming and going, they were like, okay, well, I don't really need to do anything about it. But this is the perfect time to do something about it. So I'm so glad that they DM'd me and asked, because this is the time that they can actually easily, simply do something about it. If they wait, it will take longer. So I'm so glad that they asked about this now. So when I talk to anybody about knee pain, we dive into any of the 6 categories of my stress formula. So strength, training, recovery, equipment, stretching, and diet. So the first thing I ask anybody is, well, how much, or one of the first things, how much are you training? How much are you pushing it? How fast are you going? How far are you going? How often are you going? So this person typically runs Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And she messaged me on a Thursday, I believe, and so hadn't gone for the run on Friday just yet. So first is how often. So I know how often, 3 days a week. One is a long run, and then the other 2 are not quite as long, but not quite short. They are like 45-minute long midweek runs, because that's what she has. The long run is like an hour to an hour and 15 is typically how it ends up, but it changes in mileage. So that's how often. Then we talk about pace. How fast? Are all of the runs the same pace? To start diving in, well, what could be causing the problem? And then I ask about what they do, what she did after the run. Like, what's her typical routine? And she's like, well, I just go in, I get home, I shower, and I eat. I'm like, okay. So no stretching, no recovery tactics for this particular person. Fine, we will work with this information. What I recommended for her to do was, after each run, to not stop and do a dead stop, but to do a cool down walk, because she was not doing that. She said that she does dynamic stretches as a warm up, and that it typically she doesn't have pain during a run. So cool down walk, because she was not doing that. She was kind of running to the front door and then going in. So cool down walk, and then stretching. So stretching doesn't necessarily get rid of pain in the moment. It can if it's a muscle pain, but most people are having pain that's off the muscle, near the muscle, but off the muscle, in a joint, in a bursa sac, at a ligament, something like that, just in the joint itself with inflammation. So stretching can relieve some pain sometimes. What is more important in my mind is doing something like a hot Epsom salt bath. using an ice pack, using a heating pad, ice cup massage if it's one very particularly local and small spot on the knee, or if it's a bursitis, like a Pezanserine bursitis problem, doing heat immediately followed by ice. You can do an ice bath if that's your thing. I personally don't like sitting in the ice, so I like ice baths for something that's like shin bone and below as opposed to the knee. It's kind of hard to just get the knee in there, and then I'm freezing. But you only need an ice bath for 3 to 5 minutes if that's your thing, so you could do that as well. But doing that immediately after any run that causes pain and any run or workout that is challenging, fast, or long. So after my long run, I always go and sit in hot Epsom salt bath because it's new and could potentially flare up a problem. I will also add in the hot Epsom salt bath immediately after a really strenuous strength workout or a really strenuous speed workout. I don't always work on speed. It depends on the seasonality that I'm in. If I'm in the off season or in training, it depends on what I'm working on. But the recovery technique aspect is so important. It's muscle recovery. It's joint recovery. It's giving your body the resources it needs to actually heal. So when you do heat or a hot Epsom salt bath, it increases and improves blood flow so that you can bring good nutrients in to the area so that your body has fresh nutrients in there to do any healing of any micro tearing that's happening at that time. And then if you have excessive swelling and heat and warmth with the problem, well, that means that the inflammatory reaction is happening, which is good, but as it's swelling, your body has actually lost control. So you want some blood flow and fluid there, but when it becomes puffy, your body has lost control over how much is actually supposed to go there. So that's why ice can help. And so you can ice in that aspect to stop more from coming in so that your body can manage with the blood and the nutrients that have already come in, but not get excessive because it can't do any more with it than what it already has, if that makes sense. So going back to the example, pain on Monday with a run, felt better on Tuesday, so went for a run on Wednesday. So the next time this happens, because I can't guarantee it won't happen, but the next time this happens, the person should go for the run, hopefully less than what the Wednesday run was, because we want to control how much we're aggravating the symptoms. So if the run was 45 minutes on Wednesday, well, let's only run 35 minutes so that we don't hit that threshold of when the pain starts, and then immediately do our cool down after, go in, stretch a little bit, and even more importantly, do the recovery. So hop in a hot Epsom salt bath to let the body start managing any micro tearing that has happened there. And then after doing that kind of run cycle for a week, and the hot Epsom salt bath, I should say, should be for a whole week when that pain starts. So even if she doesn't have pain the day after a run, she should still be doing the hot Epsom salt bath to manage, because what happens is our body has been able to control the pain and the inflammation so it doesn't hit the threshold to sense the pain, but it doesn't mean something's completely gone. And we know that because last time the pain came back the next day. So when that happens, we want to do the hot Epsom salt bath or the ice bath or the ice pack or the hot pack daily for 7 days to manage the symptom, and anytime the symptom comes on after that. So sometimes it's a little bit more often than just once a day. And that's how you manage knee pain and be able to keep running or walking or run walking if you're doing the run walk intervals. Hope that was helpful. As always, thanks so much for listening. That's all for now. Talk to you soon.